But anyway, it's the 1955 Western adventure, Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier. This is new for all of us, right?
Yeah.
Nobody saw this before
I've
then?
never seen it.
I'd be shocked if any of you said yes. But
Alex grew up watching it, I know.
big Davy Crockett fan
Every
over here.
day.
She put on her coonskin hat and...
We didn't pray before bed, we watched Davy Crockett.
Now I'm just picturing Alex with like the coonskin hat and like a musket just watching. Just Davy Crockett. Alright, let's do some background on Davy Crockett. There's not a lot, so this shouldn't take too long, but
Great.
it probably will. Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, shared Davy Crockett's legend from the frontier to Congress to the Alamo.
When I read that in the description, I was like, what the fuck?
You knew.
Wait, are we supposed to not curse? I'm sorry.
No,
when
we can
I
curse
saw
on this.
this on the description, I said, what the heck? Like...
I, on the other hand, said, what the fuck? Based on the real-life politician, militia officer, and frontiersman, Colonel Davy Crockett.
Wait, sorry. Did you guys know he was a real person?
I questioned it, and then I was like, I think he was. But I was questioning it throughout the whole thing, and I was going to ask, but I'm pretty sure he was.
Did you know?
I don't know anything.
Okay. Because
I had to look up what the Alamo was after the movie.
I didn't know that Davy Crockett was a real person. I'm so sorry. I didn't know Davy Crockett was a real person until 3/4 of the movie, and I turned to him and I'm like, wait a second. Was Davy Crockett real? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, get the fuck out of
You
here.
gotta look at that shit. Wait, this is real? He represented Tennessee in the House of Representatives from 1833 to 1835 and fought in the Texas Revolution. He gained a reputation for his hunting and storytelling and became famous during his lifetime for his larger-than-life exploits by numerous stage plays and almanacs. Mostly filmed in Tennessee and Wildwood Regional Park in Thousand Oaks, California.
Oh.
So this is a little bit different than everything that we watched so far, aside from the shorts. This was not a theatrical film. So this was...
Really? A documentary?
No, that's not the real Davy
Also,
Crockett.
some of the theatrics were, like, in the fighting,
Yeah,
so.
this film is from 1833. No, I'm joking.
Oh, you mean, like...
She believed me for a second.
No, well, because I was going to ask, but I guess I didn't need to ask now that you said this, because that's when he served in Congress.
Yeah.
So even though they filmed it in 1955, the movie takes place in...
Yes, this is during Andrew Jackson time, so like this, his story is already like a tall tale legend, I guess you would say by this point.
Yeah, I mean, and that also makes sense because by 1955, did we have all 50 states yet?
I don't remember. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't remember. You say yeah?
No,
like
I'm saying
when?
go ahead.
Oh, I don't remember when
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me look. 1959.
Oh, a few years later.
Not far off. So yeah, as I was saying, this was not a feature film that was made for theaters. This was 3 episodes of a 5-part miniseries made by Walt for ABC for their Disneyland TV show.
Oh, you know what? That actually makes sense because it is broken into 3 very distinct segments.
Yeah, you get your part 1, your part 2, part 3. Though all 3 of those parts were all separate episodes.
Yeah.
And then they were all combined together and cut together to make one big feature film.
They put them together pretty well.
Yeah.
Imagine if other shows did that.
It would. They would be like. Well, then also, how long was each episode?
A half hour long. And this was
that
an hour
makes
and a
sense.
half
An
long.
hour and a half.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Walt Disney had a TV show on ABC called Disneyland. This is where he would primarily announce new projects, new films, what was going on in Walt Disney, company. Stuff like Disneyland being announced and openings, that kind of stuff. So part of the TV show, he would include half-hour installments of Davy Crockett. When the miniseries aired, it was a major success. And by the end of the first 3 episodes, Fess Parker, who plays Davy Crockett, was already incredibly well known, and the character Davy Crockett was becoming a cultural icon. To capitalize on the success, Walt decided that he would take his miniseries, combine it into one movie and release it theatrically. What the fuck are you doing to my neck?
I don't know.
What are you doing to my neck? She's not poking, she's digging her finger into my neck. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Are you checking for a pulse? He's speaking. I think
I'm
he's
alive. I promise
Honestly,
you,
I
I'm
thought she
living.
was checking his thyroid. I just didn't want to say anything.
No, your thyroid's in the
I
front.
promise you.
Okay, well, I don't know anything, but I thought it was
promise
like
you,
a, oh
I'm
my
talking.
god, Toya thinks something's wrong with Dan, so just ignore it.
I mean, you did get that right. I did think something was wrong.
I could not actively be presenting myself as alive at the moment.
talking
Anyway.
about Davy Crockett.
I
You
know.
think he would do this as a ghost?
No. Well, just let me be.
No.
So,
Yeah.
we've got 5 parts.
5.
The first 3 were Davy Crockett, Indian fighter, Davy Crockett goes to Congress, and Davy Crockett at the Alamo. These are the ones that are packaged together today and became King of the Wild Frontier. The remaining 2 were Davy Crockett's Keelboat Race and Davy Crockett and the River Pirates would be packaged together just as Davy Crockett and the River Pirates in 1956. So that's coming 1 year from now.
So were these 3 filmed also in were they?
They were all filmed in 1954.
Oh, so all at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for the other 2,
But they were just released.
yeah,
separately.
they filmed 2 years prior to it being released, and those 2 I think serve as a prequel to what we see today,
Oh.
which will make sense by the end.
You see 3-year-old Davy Crockett killing bears.
Yep.
Yeah, with no personality, you know. To also kind of hammer home its popularity, the movie is released in May of 1955. By the end of 1955, Americans had purchased over $300 million worth of Davy Crockett merchandise, including coonskin hats and bubblegum cards. Combine that with the $2.15 million it took in at the box office on just a $700,000 budget, to say Disney made bank on this series is an understatement.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah,
that
especially because it's so bad.
and that 2.15 million, that's people who have mostly already seen it on TV.
Oh.
And
Repeaters.
Yeah.
It was on TV.
right,
Yeah.
so that's pretty impressive. And
They just really loved him.
300 million.
Well, a lot of those people probably remember when he was in office.
Oh, Andrew Jackson. Oh,
They must
Davy Crockett,
remember
yeah.
that time period,
Yeah.
like, as a part of their life, because
what I'm
otherwise,
saying.
I don't, like, there's no way that, like,
There's just like a bunch of Tennesseans like, oh, this takes me back.
Yeah.
What's not an understatement, however, is how much money Fess Parker, who was Davy Crockett, apparently lost on this.
Really?
He claimed that he lost millions of dollars on merchandising rights because, as we mentioned, $300 million just on merchandise alone. But because he had a contract granting him a percentage of the merchandise sales, it was voided as his contract was with Walt Disney personally, not Walt Disney Productions.
That's so fucking lame.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm not really sure how that holds up.
Well, back then, the technicalities probably did.
Right.
Today, they would never allow that
that
to be
could not.
within the contract.
I feel like everybody knows, like, the lawyer, like, the legal world today is so different than it was then. Like, you always have to watch your back. I feel like back then it probably wasn't as, like...
Yeah, I feel like they're very, laws and stuff are very like reactionary.
Mm-hmm.
So like they wouldn't have been proactive to like.
Yeah. I have more on Fess, but I'll wait till that.
Poor
I-
Fess.
Yeah, I can imagine he didn't look back too fondly on this time, but we'll get into why. The show also sparked heated debate among its audience, with many questioning whether Crockett was deserving of all the attention, and later on questioning the historical accuracy of the tales.
I mean, okay.
Well, I think even from us kind of looking it up, most of it's exaggerated, and most of it's not really.
But it's Hollywood. It's
Right.
always going to be
Yeah,
exaggerated.
like I don't know that they professed that this was supposed to be like a historically accurate representation
Yeah.
necessarily.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
like this seems more just like the legend.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, nevertheless, it would spawn off the sequel, like we talked about, which is next year after this, a 3-episode revival in 1988 called "The New Adventures of Davy Crockett," and then in 2002, Disney under Touchstone Pictures released "The Alamo," which I remember that coming out, but I don't know if I ever saw that either. I don't know if anyone.
I
did.
don't think I saw that.
What year did it come out?
2002.
No, I didn't see it.
That movie would be a giant box office flop.
Well,
Like-
I would imagine
clearly,
so.
since none of us saw it, and we were all alive.
But listen, it had a budget of $107 million, and it only brought back $25.8 million.
Who did worse?
Wait,
The Alamo or Snow White?
I think this did. This is on like people's.
the new Snow White that just came out.
Oh, I don't know. Time will tell.
Wait, are you sure it was 2002?
said 2002. Is it not
Because-
2002? The Alamo?
Well, is this it? Because it says 2004.
Oh, maybe I got... Okay, maybe it's 2004. Is it Touchstone?
Um.
That's it, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
2004.
Okay, sorry.
I stand corrected. But regardless, you're talking about $75 million that it had to eat.
Yeah.
With Dennis Quaid
I think that's
and
it.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, that's it. Opening weekend, it took in just $9 million, and it didn't help that it released the same weekend as The Passion of the Christ.
Oh.
So that'll do it
I
for you.
heard that was a good one.
Yeah.
My cousin told me to watch it.
Very
Reception.
sad. I cried.
Yeah, she said she was hysterical crying.
Yeah.
Reception-wise, on Rotten Tomatoes, among audiences, it's got an approval rating of 77%. I think it's a little high. I don't know if I would go...
I mean,
IMDb 6.8 out of 10 stars. Which is right around what I would say,
Yeah,
maybe like
'cause-
5. Because
yeah.
I'm right in the middle in this movie. I don't
Yeah.
actually know if I would say it was a good movie or a bad movie.
yeah, it was just a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a movie.
It was just there. And then as far as parks representation, there's a little bit to speak of here. In 1971, Disneyland renamed their Indian War Canoes ride to Davy Crockett Explorer Canoes, with cast members that worked the ride wearing the iconic coonskin caps. Mm-hmm. It would also be an opening day attraction for Disney World and Frontierland when they opened up.
That explains. So, I was talking to my mom on the phone yesterday, and I was like, I have to watch Davy Crockett. Did you ever watch it? And she was like, I don't think she did, but she's like, they have rides at Disney World for it. I'm like, no, they don't, Mom. And she's like, yeah, they do. And she's like, well, they did. And then she started Googling it, and she was like, I'm like, are you thinking Tom Sawyer Island? And then she started talking, and I
Wow.
don't remember what she said.
She told you.
Yeah, my mom's giving me Disney
Yeah.
lessons, like...
Frontierland in general gets its name from Davy Crockett's stories.
Mm-hmm.
They even had a face character appear in the parks in the early history of Frontierland who would identify him as the marshal of Walt Disney's Frontierland. Country Bear Jamboree, now the old version of Country Bear Jamboree, it was one of the songs that Henry sings towards the end, the Ballad of Davy Crockett. Frontier Trading Posts, usually good spot for pins.
Yep.
Has Davy Crockett's clothes hung by a clothesline on top of the roof.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn.
Oh, yeah, my mom said that. I go, oh, I love that place.
Yeah, Davy Crockett is one of Pecos Bill's friends. Lets him hang gifts from him on the walls of the restaurant, like his hat and his satchel. And then finally on Main Street, train station for the railroad, there's a train mentioned on the board labeled D. Crockett.
Wait, did you also talk about the little stand outside of the pin place in Frontierland where you can get the coonskin hats?
I didn't talk about that, but is that named after...
I don't think it's named after him, but it's like his little stand where you get like his
That's true.
hat. It's like across from where the pin trader is and also the old shooting gallery.
There's also in Disneyland on one of the windows, there's Davy Crockett mentioned by name, and Fess Parker has his name up there too.
Oh, really?
So a little nod to him as well.
All right.
So even though it's like not right in front of your face with a ride or a restaurant, Davy Crockett's fingerprints are really all over the front.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to eat bear, so there really doesn't need to be a restaurant.
Instead of turkey legs, bar legs.
They should just have a replica of the Alamo there for us to go run through. It looked cozy in the movie.
Yeah, it looks so great.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
Snuggle up on a dead body. Yeah, why not?
That one guy with like TV.
All right, we ready to get into this one?
Yeah.
Okay, Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier. Released in theaters on May 25th, 1955, but first on TV
Wait.
on December 15th, 1954. What? What do you want?
It's May 17th.
Yeah, no, it's not today.
It would have been cool if we did it on the anniversary.
I know, I thought that.
I'll release it on May 25th.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Don't hold me to that.
Shoot.
Rated PG and has a runtime on Disney Plus of 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 4 seconds. Directed by Norman Foster, written by Tom Blackburn, produced by Bill Walsh, starring Fess Parker, Buddy Ebsen, William Bakewell, and Basil Ruisdael. So,
Sure it's Basil, not Basil.
It's Basil.
I'm
I
just
said
kidding.
Basil.
I know.
Oh.
I said, are you sure it's Basil, not Basil?
Oh,
How do you spell it?
Basil.
Oh.
It's
I would
Basil.
totally say Basil if I saw that.
No. Silly.
Well, you've never seen Austin Powers, then,
Yeah.
have you?
I have. I don't really remember.
You don't remember? Okay, all right. There's a guy, Basil Expedition. Just whatever.
Is she sleeping?
No.
Basil of Baker Street.
I didn't know if she was sleeping.
Did I look like I was sleeping?
You were like this.
Honestly, maybe that's why, like, Like, to me, my eyes were very much open. Maybe this is why Susan thought I was asleep. Like, is it, like, what's with my eyes?
I don't know, you're like, you're just
I gotta stop saying like that, I guess.
You're like looking down. Your head is tilted down and you're looking down, so it just looks like you're sleeping, I guess. I don't know.
And you're exceptionally quiet.
I'm just taking it all in.
Cue the overture and the opening credits. Terrible title cards here, by the way. You can't read anything. It's a dark brown background with black text and deep red text. It's impossible. I don't know how in 1955 anybody read this.
They needed better graphic designers back then, let me tell you.
I could have done this so much better.
I know. I believe it.
Should have been me. The credits end with a thankful message from the Walt Disney Company. We extend our thanks and gratitude to the members of the Cherokee Indian Nation of North Carolina, to the Forest Rangers of the Great Smoky Mountains Nation Park, and to the people of Tennessee and Texas for their generous cooperation in the filming of this story. So those of you from Tennessee and Texas, take a bow. You're getting a thank you.
I thought they
here.
didn't film in Texas. I thought you said they filmed in California.
The same thing too. It said Tennessee and California, but I guess
Well, they probably had to like look at historical documents from Texas and stuff.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
We also hear our first.
The only person that didn't say anything.
We also hear our first of two songs here, and I sincerely hope you like it because you're going to hear it about 15 times throughout the movie. It's the Ballad of Davy Crockett. The song's purpose is to basically narrate the story as it goes along, and you'll see as we progress through the story, the lyrics sort of change based on whatever's going on. So, for here, it's born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, Greenest state in the land of the free, raised in the woods so he knew every tree, killed him a bar when he was only 3.
That's amazing.
A bar means bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna say bar.
What kind of bear?
A black bear.
At 3 years old?
Hillary, I don't think you really killed a bear at 3.
You don't know
Maybe
that.
it was a cub.
I mean, I don't know that.
Who are
but
you to doubt? 3-year-old Davy Crockett.
I don't know that, but I know that.
Davy Crockett, the buckskin pioneer.
There you go.
Yeah. We also open up with, it's a storybook opening, even in Davy Crockett, the journal that opens up. It's written by himself, and our story starts out at the Creek Indian War.
Which is a real war, in case anyone was wondering. I looked it up.
At Fort... Who won?
I don't remember.
Didn't they all like sign a treaty?
Yeah.
Nah, I was quizzing her. She failed.
Shut up.
At Fort Mims in Mississippi Territory, General Andrew Jackson, yes, that Andrew Jackson, is leading U.S. forces in
He
a
wasn't
battle...
president yet.
No,
I'm so
this is
sorry to
before...
interrupt you.
No, this is before his presidency.
He still looked like a crusty leather boot, but whatever.
I guess Andrew Jackson looked this age for about 50 years.
Yeah.
About 80 years old. He's leading... Excuse you.
Sorry. He's got a pink bow. What do you want?
He's leading U.S. forces into battle against Native Americans. He is joined by Major Norton, and the two discuss their new scout that they have recruited, who is supposed to be the best. It's Davy Crockett, and the only problem is he's not here. He's out hunting for the camp as their rations have grown low. He's even hunting in enemy territory and didn't even take a gun with him.
Oh my god.
Jackson orders
Big idiot.
Norton to retrieve him at once.
Big mistake. Huge.
Major Norton here is William Bakewell, and he's had a bunch of roles throughout his career. But Toya, small appearance in Gone with the Wind. Recognize him at all?
No.
How could you not know? He's the mounted soldier who Scarlett O'Hara asked where the Yankee soldiers are coming into Atlanta.
Yeah, how did I not know that?
You really should watch it again.
Honestly, I would have
She knew.
expected you to know
Were you
something
even
like
paying
that.
attention, Toya?
Do you know how many people are in Gone with the Wind?
Yeah, they had like 100 kids to begin
Man,
with, so.
me and the boys were watching this, and I'm like, that's the guy from Gone with the Wind.
What do you mean 100 kids? Who's kids? What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm thinking Sound of Music.
Oh, because you watched that right after. Okay,
That was good.
so Alex watched Davy Crockett and then started talking about The Sound of Music literally out of nowhere.
Norton and his crew set out for Davy Crockett and find his best friend George Russell waiting for Davy as well.
Georgie.
Georgie is played by Buddy
Georgie.
Ebsen, who oddly enough was supposed to be Davy Crockett in this film
Oh, that's so
until
sad.
Walt saw Fess Parker in a 1954 movie called Them. When Walt saw Fess, he said, "That's my Davy Crockett," and I guess he told Buddy here,
Kick
You're-
rocks.
That's my Davy Crockett. You're not my Davy
Oh
Crockett.
my god, that's terrible.
That's so.
Do you
fucked.
ever recover from that? Like getting bumped down from Davy Crockett?
no.
Yeah, by Walt
To play
Disney?
like the fictional bestie.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
I don't want you as Davy Crockett, so we'll figure something out for
Yeah.
you.
You want to hear something crazy? This is not the first time this has happened to Buddy.
It's like Mike Wazowski. He's like,
So
I'm on the cover of a magazine.
he was originally casted to play. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
He was originally casted to play the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh Jesus.
But before filming began, his role was changed to the Tin Man.
Oh, and then he had the allergic reaction to the makeup.
During filming, he fell seriously
Bro.
ill due to the aluminum dust in his makeup, forcing him to drop out.
Yeah.
He still
he just
ended up.
needs to be in a bubble.
He would still end up being the singing voice for the Tin Man.
Yeah.
But he was uncredited.
Yeah, he was uncredited.
That's
I did
so
know that. I
messed
did
up.
know that. I didn't realize he was supposed to play the Scarecrow first, though.
Yeah, he was Scarecrow. Then they bumped into the Tin Man, and then he
I
didn't
thought
play
he was
either of
gonna-
them.
Oh my
I
god,
thought-
this poor guy.
I thought he was gonna be like one of the flying monkeys or something. At least he
No, I think
left
those-
with his.
I'm pretty sure those were real monkeys. Didn't we just talk about this last time we watched that? Were they real monkeys, or were they like,
I don't
or were
remember.
they people in a
How
costume?
Other movies have we talked about while we're supposed to be talking about Davy Crockett?
A lot
Just-
of
we
it's
have,
just like,
like,
well, that movie
ADD.
was much better.
I haven't watched The Wizard of Oz in so long. I don't even remember.
The monkeys?
No,
The Tin Man.
I don't know. Like everything feels foggy.
You
I'm
should
gonna
watch
have
it
to
before
it.
you see the second half of Wicked.
Mm.
I already know what's gonna happen. Assuming they stick to the
Broadway show.
yeah. So.
Well, he would have some success in Hollywood. He wouldn't get bumped from everything he does.
Oh, good.
He was Jed Clampett in the sitcom The Beverly Hills Billy.
Ah, Jed.
Hillbillies.
Yeah, you know Jed.
I know Jed.
Yeah, he was also Barnaby Jones in the TV show, the same name, Barnaby Jones. So he did have some success.
Okay.
Breakfast at Tiffany's? You know that movie?
Yes, I do. Who
He was
in?
Audrey Hepburn's much older husband. Doc Golightly.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? That's really weird because now I can see that.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie like twice.
So some bad luck, but he's
I've
fine.
seen that movie 0 times.
He's not really like a main character in that movie. He appears like at the end, kind of.
Ah.
So it's not. It's like a bit role.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
It's a bit.
Georgie is trying to quiet Major Norton because Davy Crockett is in the
Wait.
nearby bushes. Yes.
I thought he had a different name.
George.
They call him Russell because his
Russell.
last name is Russell.
George Russell.
George Russell.
Oh. Because the whole time during the movie, I'm sorry to interrupt you again.
No,
The
it's
whole
fine.
time during the movie, I was like, what's this guy's name? What's this guy? And then at the Alamo, they were calling him Russell over and over and over. And I was like, oh, it must be Russell.
That's another thing. They don't do a good job identifying people in this movie.
No.
Like, I had to look up a lot of people what their
I
names were.
was getting Davy and the friend confused up until like the first like for a really long time. I agree. That's partially why we started so many times. Like the first couple minutes, I just was not like it just wasn't. Anyway, go on.
I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but the judge in the town later on, I don't think they ever say his name. I don't have a name. I don't know his name.
Judge.
I just wrote judge.
Nameless judge.
I just wrote the judge all the time.
Yeah.
George has tried to quiet Major Norton because Davy Crockett is in the nearby bushes trying to grin a bear to death. Grinning, as we actually learn later, is literally showing your teeth to an animal, and I guess
Just having a
it'll
stare down.
and I guess that will kill them.
He said it worked on raccoons.
Yeah, he gave an example. He's like, the raccoon threw his hands up. He's like, you got me.
And then drive.
I surrender. I surrender.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Norton thinks
We
this...
should give it a try.
What animal you want to try it on?
A possum.
Oh, we can try it on Malachi right here.
I thought you were gonna. We could try it on Alex right here.
I volunteer as tributes.
Norton thinks this is nonsense and calls Crockett to come out immediately, to which the bear helps him out by sending Davy flying out of the bushes. Davy scolds the Major for ruining his grinning and tell him now he has to do it the old-fashioned way with his knife.
And then he kills the poor bear. I was so upset.
They need food. They had no rations.
But a bear? Who the hell wants to eat bear?
They're right by a river. They could just fish.
I know.
That too.
That
There
is
probably
true.
is so many weird freaking things.
That was his specialty. He started killing bears at 3. What do you expect?
Oh my god.
Deer, maybe? I don't know. Rabbit? But nah, let's get the bear.
Well, anyway, Davy charges back into the bushes with his knife and eventually subdues the bear and killing it. Davy then orders the men to help him load the bear up, and they're returning back to camp so Davy can speak with Andrew Jackson. Davy's voice, by the way, I have here, he's like a mixture of like Mater and Hank Hill from King of the Hill.
Oh,
And like a little bit of
love
Forrest
Hank
Gump in
Hill.
there as well.
yeah, his voice was like, it was like soothing, but it was like not what you expected his voice. Like when looking at him, you didn't expect him to sound like that.
This is also a real man here. He's got no emotion whatsoever.
Yeah, I know.
You'll never see this man cry. You'll never see this man
Well,
smile.
Spoiler, but his wife dies, and he's like, leave me alone. And then he like
Yeah.
walked into the woods.
He
and
went
I'm
into the
like,
woods. Yeah. Just need to be
Okay.
alone in the woods.
Fun fact about the real Davy Crockett: his birthday is the day after mine.
oh my gosh. Leos.
And then he died the day before my sister's birthday.
Oh.
It was meant to be.
And his first wife married on my birthday.
I knew he had to be remarried. I fucking knew it. I knew that there wasn't just the one dead wife.
Sure wouldn't know that from this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't know from this. I was like, by the end of this shit, he's gonna be remarried. I know it, but they didn't show it. But I knew he had to have been.
Yeah, well, he also in this movie dumped his children.
Yeah, what the hell was that
I was
about? He
wondering.
never
Okay.
even talk about the kids again.
I
Then
know.
he's like, oh, I'm just gonna go across the fucking world.
Yup.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I know, it was crazy.
That was crazy. That was crazy. You're right, Toya.
So Davy here is played by Fess Parker, as we mentioned earlier. He not only plays Davy Crockett, but he would play Daniel Boone for 6 years in a TV show, so kind of like a similar character.
Yeah.
But so I mentioned there was a little bit of a rift between Fess and Walt. After the success of Davy Crockett, Fess became a contracted star for Disney and appeared in The Great Locomotive Chase, Westward Ho! The Wagons, Old Yeller, and The Light in the Forest. However, he grew frustrated with Disney as he was basically playing the same role in every film, being typecasted. And I even looked up the posters. He's on every poster in either a cowboy hat or Western garb of some kind. Disney even refused to lend Parker to other films for roles outside of this kind of persona, wanting to preserve the appearance of the guy, which further
You can't do
agitated-
that to everyone, Walt.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna say,
worked with Snow White, but you
Why
can't do that
does
to
Walt
everybody
want to
else.
make this guy's bitch so bad?
and this further agitated Parker. The final straw came when Disney proposed to use Parker in a small role for the film Tonka, to which he was very dissatisfied with and outright refused the role. As a result, he was put on suspension by Disney, and then subsequently they parted ways not short after.
Good for him.
Although one would assume they ultimately made up, though, because in 1991, Fess was honored as a Disney legend for his contributions, mainly David Crockett, and he was still alive by that point. It's not like he died and they were like, oh, we should put him in. So he got to enjoy it as well. So one would assume they made up, but at the time he was not very happy with Disney after all this. And I'm sure the merchandising money missed out on probably didn't help matters.
That would piss me off, too.
I would be mad.
Back at camp, Davy is cheered and welcomed by the soldiers and meets with General Jackson.
Well, they're hungry.
They are hungry, yeah. Davy explains how his plans were to grin a bear to death and even explains how it worked on raccoons before, so why wouldn't it work on a bear? Jackson orders Davy to go out and scout for Native American whereabouts and with Major Norton and his men, to which Davy remarks that bringing Norton and his men only will make things more difficult. Squad sets out to search with Davy and George leading the way. Through the woods they go, and Major Norton expresses his frustrations with Davy as they haven't found anything all day.
Oh my god, calm down.
He spots a trail off to the right, and he announces his plan to take his men, split up from Davy and George, to cover more ground. Davy warns the Major that going down that path will assuredly lead to his death. The Major doesn't want to hear it. He takes his men, telling Davy they'll meet back here at dawn. And they'll communicate by owl hoots.
Was it owl hoots or was it thrush?
No, it was who's.
Thrushes later.
Okay, I didn't...
Who's first? Thrush later.
Okay.
And then because everyone made fun of him, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's an owl hoot, all right."
Guy can't even hoot very well. Yeah. Davy and George on their own spot Native American tribe in the distance, and there are a lot of them. The two take cover, and the man leading the tribe goes by the name of Red Stick. Davy and George ditch the horses and climb high on the mountaintop to spy on them. They see down below that Red Stick has gained support of the whole tribe, and they have great numbers. Davy and George set out to return to the Major to deliver the news. They're vastly outmanned. Mm-hmm. When they arrive back at the spot, they hear gunfire in the distance. Major Norton and his men have engaged in battle with the Native Americans.
Of course they did. Because
Yep.
they just can't help themselves.
They just blew their load. They couldn't wait. Norton and his men are in trouble losing the battle with them, and Davy and George spot them, and they decide to help out. The pair managed to fend off all the Native Americans, picking them off one by one on their own.
What did they call themselves? Something A and something B?
Squad 1 and Squad B, I think it was something
It was
like
Squad A and Squad B.
Yeah. By the way, everybody in this movie, if they're near, like, a river, everybody's taking a bump into the pool
Oh, yeah.
when they get shot.
I'm just looking up Red Stick. I think they fucked up. They done
Not-
fucked up. That's not.
It's not a person.
No, that's
A tribe, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call them a tribe. They're a group, but they're part of they're a faction of the Muskogee Creek Nation who engaged in the rebellion against the United States.
It sounds like Walt just liked the name.
It does sound like that. But just so you guys know, they were just
Not an individual.
No, it was a group of people.
Interesting.
Davy and George join back up with Major Norton after fending off the Native Americans, and Norton is in disbelief that two men were able to do what all of his men could not. Back at camp, Davy delivers the news to Andrew Jackson. He tells him that Native Americans are gearing up for a fight and they'll have to move fast. So they tear down camp and they set out for battle. George and Davy manage to take out a couple of the lookouts on top of the mountain the next day, and Jackson orders his men to make their descent down the mountain and into their camp. With Jackson's men in position, he orders Davy and the volunteers to go in first. And as they're doing so, Red Stick notices that his lookouts are gone, and he summons all his men for battle, and all hell breaks loose, and we have our first of a couple battles in this film.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You got something you want to say?
I mean, it's just about the battle that they're in, overall.
Yeah.
Because remember yesterday we were talking about it. So apparently, alright, well, maybe I should just say it after you, conclude the conversation about this battle.
You want me to talk about the battle first? Yeah. Okay. In typical Disney fashion, the fight choreography is pretty bad in this movie.
It really is bad. It looked terrible.
It was very much staged.
We got into a debate about this. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you remember the fight choreography in Treasure Island? Okay, this was slightly better than that. She thinks this is the downright worst.
Oh, yeah, this one definitely was the worst.
Right? That's what I think.
The worst fighting.
He doesn't agree. He thinks the other one was worse.
I would need to rewatch it.
Treasure Island, you literally had guys taking turns swing, and then I'll swing. Yeah, these at least look like they were actually trying to kill each other.
Not all the time.
For me, it's just that I don't remember. This is how I think that this one was the worst as well, because I don't normally notice these things. So because I noticed how bad the fighting was in this movie, and I don't remember thinking that when I watched Treasure Island, that's why I think that this one is bad.
Well, I will say this movie was handicapped by the fact that they were using tomahawks that apparently bounce off of people when you throw them out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, because they weren't sharp.
Well, yeah, they were props. So.
I know they didn't want to really kill people in this movie, but you've got tomahawks bouncing off of people's
But
backs.
the guy literally took the tomahawk and he had Davy Crockett. This might be a different scene.
Wait for that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get into that one. But in this battle, Red Stick and Davy Crockett do fight. Red Stick manages to whack Davy on top. He hits. Ooh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I hit
It's-
it with my elbow.
It's fine.
Scared?
It's not. It's broken already, so don't worry about
It
it.
could have been me. I was trying to kiss him.
I'm sorry, Malachi.
So in this battle, Red Stick manages to whack Davy on top of his head with his tomahawk, which would 100% be impaled in someone's skull and kill them.
right?
You would think.
Instead, here, Davy just gets clunked on the head and he's just bleeding from the top of his head. But he's up in 5 seconds. He's like, I'm alright. Red Stick apparently decided this was good enough and he walks away from Davy without killing him. And there's another tribe member who's going to kill Davy, but George saves him this time and shoots him before he can do anything. The Native Americans charge towards Major Norton and they kill all of his men, but not Norton. Red Stick took a swing at him.
They just ran right by him.
Yeah, I
And
noticed that.
They took a swing at
was
him,
just
he
sitting
ducked,
there, yeah.
and they said, And they just left.
I remember being like that.
Yeah, and they retreated and they just got out of there after that. Mm-hmm. They continue their way up the mountain, escaping, ending the battle. Davy collects himself and appears to be fine, even though taking a tomahawk to the head. He even tells George that he believes he is owed a kiss from Mrs. Crockett when he gets home.
Yeah, that's weird.
What about this battle did you want to say?
Oh, okay. So it was about the Creek War overall.
Okay.
So are you done with the war?
Yeah, I'm done with the war.
Okay, well, apparently they signed the treaty and, like, they make it sound like it's, like, this whole great deal for, like, the Native Americans, but it's actually not in typical United States fashion.
I'm shocked.
I know. So shocking. But, that's why I was asking you yesterday, like, is this movie going to paint it like they didn't, like, fuck over the Native Americans?
Well, they did.
But they did. But, like, they did paint it that way. Mm-hmm. But in real life, the Treaty of Fort Jackson, which is following the Battle of Horseshoe Bend, the Creek Confederacy was forced to sign the Treaty of Fort Jackson, which ceded vast amounts of Creek land to the United States. And then the Creek War and the Treaty of Fort Jackson led to the eventual forced removal of many Muskogee Creeks from their ancestral lands in the 1830s. So they were completely removed from their lands. So that sucks.
That does suck.
So this movie's false.
Oh,
Fucking liars.
I already knew that.
No,
like,
I know, but
like,
I just
not
like
that I knew that. I figured.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to assume, but I just felt like I didn't know. You know?
I also just think not to give them an excuse, but I also feel like back then they didn't have as much like information available at their fingertips, so like they were probably given false information. They could have been given false information back then.
Oh,
like
I mean,
Disney,
maybe.
like in the production company.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like it's. I don't know. No. I don't know.
I don't think so, Hills.
Yeah, maybe not. Because I'm like thinking when we were younger, we like knew what they did was wrong. It's not like it's new information.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I take that back.
The next day, Andrew Jackson seems unhappy with the result, despite them managing to capture 3 of their chiefs who are anxious to discuss peace. Davy interrupts them to tell them goodbye. Jackson and Norton forbid Davy to leave as they plan to set out to capture Red Stick immediately, but Davy tells him that him and his men only volunteered for 60 days, and that's long up. They're planning on returning home and being with their families. The next day, as Davy and his men plan to leave, they're stopped by Norton on a bridge with a cannon.
They're not really stopped.
Well, they tried to stop.
And he's like, move over, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, stone cold in their decision, with a cannon pointed towards them. The volunteers don't even slow down, and they don't stop. They just walk right through with the cannon pointed at them.
He's like, you won't.
Yeah, it's ultimately a bluff. Even one of Norton's men, he's like, bring some bar meat back for me, Davy, and like high-fiving Davy as he leaves.
Well, I mean, I guess the thing is that, like, he's not enlisted. He's just a volunteer,
yeah.
and his volunteering time is up, so he's allowed
and
to leave.
He's a family man. He's like, I gotta go take care of my wife and kids. It's almost winter. Gotta
And
make
they left out the daughter from the entire movie.
I didn't know
they
she
had
had
a daughter.
I didn't know that.
Right? I know you wouldn't know that because I'm sorry, it looked like you were looking at something behind my
No,
head.
there's nothing there.
You wouldn't know that because they didn't put her in there, but she in fact existed, so.
Well, let's be honest, he barely had sons either.
I think the sons were voiced by the same kid. Even though there was 2 separate kids, their voices sounded identical.
Yeah, it was weird.
Off through the woods, he's marching along, making up yarns and singing a song.
Wow.
Davy returns home to his wife Polly and his 2 sons, Billy and Johnny Crockett.
I don't think it's Johnny.
Is it not Johnny?
Wasn't it like Wilhelm or some shit?
Wilhelm.
I'm telling you, his name is not.
I don't know anybody's name in this movie except for Davy Crockett.
Hold
so
on. I'll look up their names because I was looking at their names yesterday.
Maybe they were one thing in the movie and one thing in real life. That's what they did with the Sound of Music.
yeah.
Yeah.
Since we were talking.
Oh, okay. I see the confusion. John Wesley. My bad. I saw Wesley, and I was like,
Wilhelm.
yeah. I got Wilhelm from Wesley.
So what you're saying is, I was right.
Yeah, the daughter's name was Margaret, by the way.
Okay.
Maybe Margaret was inside.
Yeah, totally.
Small role here of Polly, but just interesting to note she's played by Helen Stanley, who would also serve as the live-action model for Cinderella, or Aurora and Anita from
that's cool.
101 Dalmatians.
She doesn't look like a dog.
Anita would would be the female human.
Oh, right.
That's
You're thinking of
I
Perdita.
mix them up too.
So I'm 2 for 2. You're 0 for 2.
I am over 2. Oh, it's okay. Who's counting?
Dan is
Yeah,
Dan.
I will be counting. Anytime you want to interrupt me again, go for it.
Shut up.
So George plans on collecting his debt for saving Davy's life, so he just grabs Polly and just kisses the shit out of her.
I would react so poorly if that was me.
I'd be like, I was joking, bro. Well, first of all, as David, I'd be like, bro, it was a joke.
Yeah.
And then she, like, didn't. Oh.
No, Davy's cool with it. Even when Polly is like, "What the fuck has gotten into you?" Davy's like, "No, it's all right. I told him that you could kiss him." So Polly, well, if that's the case, let me show you what a kiss looks like. And
Yeah.
she plants one on George.
And
Davy-
Davy's just, like, sitting there with a smirk on his
Yep.
face. Like,
And Davy
ah.
tells George, "That's not how you kiss a woman. This is how you kiss a woman." And he picks up the missus and plants some kisses right on her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they have like any upside down pineapples anywhere in their home or
I don't know what that means.
swinging?
Swingers.
That's the sign for swingers.
Oh.
It's an upside down pineapple.
Do you think
Why?
we'll see upside down pineapples on our cruise?
Probably, I don't know.
People will put upside down pineapples on,
On
their
their
door.
door.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
On
Yeah.
cruise ships, yeah.
I didn't see any
Oh my
the last
God.
time I went on the cruise. I don't know. Who knows? My mom has seen them.
Oh my god.
There are whole cruises like they're
Dedicated
called,
cruises?
they're called bliss cruises,
Oh my god.
and they're like dedicated to like swingers, and like it's optional nudity in certain areas.
This has got to be Carnival.
I don't know who I don't know who runs it, but I don't know
This
who runs
has
those.
Carnival written all
Yeah,
over
I don't
it.
know who runs those cruises, but yeah, those are like a real thing.
Yeah, we'll
They're adult only cruises, and yeah,
We can't get in trouble for saying that, right?
why?
Allegedly, it sounds like Carnival.
Oh, yeah, we're not. I don't know who does it. They might have their own cruise line that does it. I don't know.
It's gonna be the
Pineapple
new
cruises.
Disney. What's the new ship? The Destiny.
Oh my god, next time I go on a Disney cruise, I'm gonna be like.
They're not gonna have upside down pineapples on Disney Cruise Line.
Well, this sounds like it's like a secret society type thing that like.
I think
like,
it's supposed to be like a more of like a discreet way to be like, oh, we swing. If you swing, hit me up.
But apparently, if you like go to somebody's house and they have like a normal, like not an upside down pineapple, a right side up pineapple, that just means like, oh, welcome to our home.
But if it's upside down.
If it's upside down, then they're swingers.
But what would you do? You put that in your window, welcoming people to come in and like swing? Like, why would you have?
No, it's just like your way of saying like, oh.
Yeah, like if you like, okay, like if we
Then you can
invite
like out
You
to a
invite guests
bar.
over? By the way,
Yeah, like-
take note of the pineapple.
Yeah, like-
yeah, like that's how you. Yeah.
Oh god. Can you imagine? You just go over to what you think are friends, and then you just look down at the table. There's just a pineapple upside down.
Not an actual
No, it's like
pineapple.
decor.
Oh, it was a real pineapple.
I mean, I guess.
Well, how am I supposed to know?
I guess it could be, but it's more like decor that you keep
like
in your home.
like a sticker, like you would just stick it on
yeah,
the wall.
or like a
upside down.
lamp.
God.
They have like lamps, you know, like just things.
Pineapple, upside down pineapple lamps?
I don't know. Look it up.
I gotta look this up.
They're gonna have like an upside down pineapple Dole Whip.
I know, right?
People are gonna take it all the wrong way.
Yep.
Upside down pineapple meaning.
You just wrote upside. Upside pineapple.
Upside down pineapple. Oh my god. No, she's right.
Of course
Of course we're right.
This is wild.
Dan, I don't even know this.
yeah.
No,
I
I didn't. I never heard of this before. I'm usually educating you on things.
Yes, you are.
Here we are educating him on swinger culture.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at this. There's,
Also, when you live in, if you live in like a certain like neighborhood or whatever, I think if you put a loofah, like where you where you drive around golf carts, if you put like a loofah on your golf cart, that also means you're a swinger.
I didn't know that, but
I'm gonna Google it. Loofah on golf cart
oh,
meaning.
let's see on eBay. There's just pineapple lamps, but those are right side up. That one's upside down. $150, and it's pre-owned.
I guess it's expensive to be a swinger.
Oh, that's probably good.
Or add people to your swingers.
Oh,
look at
group.
look at. I don't want to say who this is, but they have it advertised on eBay. It's just sitting on their shag carpet floor.
oh my god.
It's a nice pineapple, like a nice
it's
lamp.
glass. It's pretty.
Yeah, it is kind of pretty.
Read this one.
The presence of a loofah on a golf cart, particularly in the villages Florida, is often interpreted as a way for residents to signal their sexual preferences or readiness for swapping partners. While this loofah code gained popularity online, some argue that that its primary purpose is to help residents find their vehicles in crowded parking lots. No, I think not.
There's so many other ways to do this than a loofah.
Come on now.
Isn't that crazy?
You know I'm gonna be like, I'm like aware of this now. Like I'm gonna be like, this is gonna be on my mind
It's on
now.
his radar, yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
No, I didn't. When we go to like, if we go to Polynesian Resort, I'm gonna look at all the signs and be like,
It's upside down! It's just missing a screw.
In Trader Sam's, there's like an upside down pineapple.
I couldn't help but notice the upside down pineapple you got over there. How do we get on this? What were we talking about?
Oh, that's not what I thought you were asking.
We were talking about how Polly and Davy Crockett are probably swingers.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, she's alone for a lot of the time.
It's just her, the kids, and bears.
She's
and
got
shit.
a big upside down pineapple on her front door. Someone come and find me.
Well, that night, I'm really thrown off by all this. Now this is like on my mind. That night, Davy and Polly are holding each other very romantically by the fireplace, and Polly is fawning over Davy. Oh, Davy, I miss you so much. I'm so glad you're home. And Davy says, "Miss you too."
He was so dry and dull.
How could you not fall in love with this man?
Right?
Dry, dull, dull.
I mean...
Polly is thankful that Davy is finally home for good, but Davy tells her it's not for good because the war ain't quite over yet. In a few days after he has hunted enough supply of meat for his family, he's going back for the winter to the war. So,
Like, LLJK, sorry, babe. What the hell?
I'm merely here to feed you and keep you alive, and then the wilderness is calling. I'm
And
back
then,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even think he spent any time with his kids at all.
What kids?
Yeah.
They hung out with Georgie on the horse.
He don't give a fuck. Those are Georgie's kids.
Probably.
So Davy and George head back to war with the next ballot saying, headed back to war from the old home place, but Red Stick was leading a merry chase, fighting and burning at a devil's pace, south through the swamps of the Florida Trace.
So now they're in Florida.
They're in Florida.
Oh,
the
they were?
swamps of
I missed
Florida.
that.
Low
part.
rider.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize they were in Florida.
The lovely swamps of hot and sweaty Florida. Davy and George arrive and they're
But
looking.
it's winter.
But it's Florida.
I know, but it's not so bad in winter.
They arrive and they're looking for General Jackson, but Jackson isn't there. He's been called to New Orleans. Major Norton is now the man in charge. The two meet with Norton, who is at his wit's end. Most of his men and even himself have come down with swamp fever. They're having.
I want to know what that actually is.
I feel like during this
I didn't
time,
look it up.
Yeah, like, is it real?
I feel like during this time they came up with like jungle fever. Well, that's something else actually. Swamp.
Jesus Christ, Dan.
I swear that's not what I meant.
Christ on a cracker.
Came out, I guess. Damn, Dan.
Dan's like really into all the things.
I'm
I'm
thrown
learning a
off
lot.
by the pineapple. I can't.
Yeah, he's showing us all his knowledge.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
no, guys, I swear I know stuff. It's just the swinger thing I didn't know. See, jungle fever. Oh my God. I'm just gonna throw it into this conversation. It makes no sense. Jungle fever.
I
I
found.
swear, I was thinking of like malaria or some shit.
Yeah, like a fever you get in the jungle. I get you, Dan. I'm just joking with you, buddy.
I found swamp fever on
Oh,
Google.
fuck.
Oh yeah, can you is that a real thing?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I'm like literally
To
sweating.
me, swamp fever would be like
No, it's
not
because
a fever from a swamp. Like it would be like, you know, you get swamp ass. Like you're so disgusting. You sat in your swamp ass too long, and now you have an infection.
Davey, I'm so glad you're here. Me and my man having a case of swamp head.
Oh my God.
We've been swapping swamp ass back and forth to each other for weeks.
Oh my God.
What really is swamp fever?
fuck.
Swamp fever, commonly known as swamp fever or horse malaria, EIA, which is equine infectious anemia, is caused by a virus in horses that can lead to destruction of platelets, red blood cells, and inflammation.
It's not even for humans,
Well,
it's for the horses.
Then there's another one, but that's like in humans it's leptospirosis, which is also a blood infection caused by the bacterium Leptospira that can infect humans, dogs, rodents, and many other wild and domesticated animals. Signs and symptoms can range from none to mild, headaches, muscle pains, and fevers, to severe bleeding in the lungs or meningitis.
Good.
So
So it's
big
like, okay,
range.
you only have swamp fever, but you're gonna die from one of these other complications from it.
pretty much,
So
yes.
stay away from the swamps
Uh-huh.
and the jungles.
Sorry, I was thinking of jungle fever. Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyway. They're having trouble finding Red Stick because they all got swamp ass. And they're making their way back. Davy and George offer their services to set out and track Red Stick. They travel through the Florida swamps and find tracks in the mud. The two split up to explore. George finds more footprints and a Native American sneaks up behind him. Yeah, so this was actually funny. So Buddy, who plays George here, he obviously knows he's about to get hit in the back, so he's already bracing for it. Like, he's facing the camera, and you can see his face. He's like tightening up and bracing for it to get hit by a tomahawk, which just bounces off his back and he just falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Red Stick and his men bring George back to their camp. Davy moves through the Florida swamp water and is being stalked by an alligator. The gator then surfaces, and this is actually a very respectful gator because it kind of just nudges Davy on the back,
Yeah.
and Davy
Yeah.
just turns around and just hits him with the butt of his gun.
Yeah.
And this was wild.
I
So-
fucking hated this movie.
This was so bad, it was actually insulting. They cut back and forth between like Davy and just generic B-roll of an alligator.
Yeah.
And it just, so apparently from getting hit in the face with the gun,
I think that's partially why I was so confused, because it was just like back and forth, but
Yeah.
it didn't look like they were
No.
supposed to be the
no,
same.
this was like from Nat Geo in the 40s. He hits him with the gun, and I guess an alligator, when they get hit in the face, they just do a barrel roll like 20 times. So Davy tracks down Red Stick and his base, and they have Georgie tied up.
And they just shoot the first fucking guy.
Yeah, so Davy makes himself completely known, even though he's being very sneaky. And when he makes himself known, one of them draws his gun.
Hands up better than Dolly.
I'm making out with Malachi, if anyone.
Okay.
Just for
I'm so sorry.
just for
Jump in the
context,
window.
Malachi is a cat.
Oh yeah.
So
Does
yeah,
that make it better, or?
it's just context. I didn't say whether it was better or not. So yeah, Davy makes himself known to everybody, and one of the Creek warriors then pulls a gun, and Davy just shoots him. Now it's still, I don't know, 30 people against one person.
Well, he didn't pull a gun because he's a Native American.
Pulled bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, I don't think he had a gun. No, he didn't.
I mean,
have a
maybe
gun.
he did. Maybe it's like a stolen gun, but I didn't think so. I thought they used.
I don't
bow
really
and
remember
arrow.
either, but I do remember it being.
Well, anyway, he draws his weapon, and Davy kills him, and
For no fucking reason. He's
For
just
no
like,
reason.
Bam.
and he's still greatly outnumbered, and they all just decide to, okay, let's hear it
And this
out.
poor guy's just dead on the floor.
That was upsetting.
He urges Red Stick to lay down their arms and urges peace, but Red Stick denies his requests.
Well,
He's like, fuck y'all.
you just killed his guy.
Davy persists and tells him that too many of his men have died, and they will all ultimately die if they continue to fight, and even calls Red Stick a bad chief.
rude.
Because they could all go home in peace if he would just listen to reason.
He's like,
Okay.
you sound like a woman.
Yeah.
He did say that.
Yeah, and I was like, because the women are always right.
Yeah.
Hello.
Like,
But
first of all,
also-
rude, but
Yeah, but also, like, it's, like, very presumptuous of Davy Crockett to, like, suggest this, because it's like, well, people are coming here, invading their lands, taking away their lands, and killing them, and you're like, just adapt, forehead.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, just get over
No,
it.
it's like
Why aren't you
he's
peaceful?
like, we're gonna win, so like it's just basically like suicide if you're gonna try and fight
Yeah,
us.
and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, let me just bend over then.
Wow, this is some severe gaslighting that Davy's doing.
I think he just was ignorant. I mean, I don't know about real life, but in the movie, he was ignorant, it seemed.
So he calls him a woman.
Calls him a woman, yeah. Red Stick is angered by the accusation and is then challenged by Davy to a one-on-one battle to settle this once and for all.
Oh, I forgot about
With the
To which,
tomahawk.
Red Stick accepts and chooses Tomahawk for both of them to use.
It was a tomahawk, and what was it? So it's like
Like a
club.
a
Yeah.
baton.
It was just like literally like a stick with like a ball on it.
Yeah. The two size each other up and they do battle as everyone watches. I thought this was
Painful.
Yeah, well, I thought this was a little better.
Eh.
It was mostly just the two of them like tussling around on the ground, trying to
Yeah.
gain the upper hand.
It's so boring that I don't even want to hear you describe it.
And everyone just standing. Everyone else is just like standing there staring.
I
at
know.
It, not like.
You don't want to hear Red Stick try to burn Davy's hand?
No.
Talk about the end.
No, yeah, there's one. Yeah, the end you got to get into. So, Red Stick has a tomahawk. One of his men gives him the
Yeah.
weapon. Davy has no
Unfair
weapon.
advantage,
Yeah.
by the way.
So, first Davy tries grinning at Red Stick.
Oh my
which
God.
didn't work at all. But he backs Davy up against a tree. He's defenseless. He's got him no weapons, not trying to fight. He's even got a hand on him, holding him still. And Red Stick swings, and he just misses.
See,
completely.
And Davy didn't even like
He
move
didn't
to
move.
the side.
I interpreted that as him missing on purpose.
Oh, I didn't think so.
I think it was just bad acting.
Oh.
I think he just missed.
Oh. See, I interpreted it as him being like, I'm not going to kill you.
Yeah, and then Davy quickly, swiftly spun around and then
Yeah.
got him in the same exact position.
He grabs the tomahawk and he gets Red Stick to back down and surrender. He orders him. He orders him to lay down his arms, set George free.
R.I.P.
Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry that couldn't get that in my head. He orders Red Stick to lay down his arms, set George free, and join the other chiefs in a treaty. And Davy promises that the government will let them live in peace on their own lands.
Except that's not actually what happens.
Well, Red Stick was
In real life.
Okay, well, even here, Red Stick is hesitant to agree because he says that white government lie. Ain't that the truth? But Davy tells him that Davy Crockett doesn't lie, and he'll make sure of it.
Okay, well, who the fuck are you, Davy Crockett?
Davy.
King of the wild frontier.
To shake hands, newfound respect for each other. Home for the winter with
End
his
of the
family.
first episode. Was that the end of the first episode?
Probably.
Kinda, yeah.
Are you kidding me? We're only 30 minutes in. Anyway,
Any minute
Maybe it
now.
was the Alamo.
Oh,
Alex is gonna go. So about the Alamo.
I don't know what's going on. I thought the Alamo was like a place.
It is.
It is.
Yeah. So when I looked it up, it wasn't like what I really thought. Like I thought it would I don't know. I
Were
can't
you thinking
explain
of
it.
El Dorado?
No, I think I
I'm
just
just thinking of Elmo
what? No.
from Sesame Street.
I know who Elmo is.
No.
Why would you?
She
Why?
clarified. From Sesame Street.
You know, actually, interestingly, the other day I was thinking to myself, do you think anyone in the real world is named Elmo?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, don't ask me who, but I'm sure they're.
I've never met anyone named Elmo.
I'm sure
Well,
they're.
they had
names.
to get the name from somewhere. I don't think
Yeah,
they just
but-
were like. But I don't know, because then they were just like Big Bird. So
Elmo.
yeah, exactly. So it's like maybe they really did just pull it out.
Yeah.
Davy and George prepare to set out for their next exploration. They're off to find a new piece of land for them to all settle down on in the new expansion, which I don't know why he's got
He's got
Yeah.
a house
with
Why
a
does
wife
he-
and kids.
Is it not safe there or
It's
something?
peaceful. I
and remote.
I
Yeah.
thought the same thing.
I
But-
think he's just restless, It's the equivalent of like when you're a teenager and you move your furniture
Yeah.
around constantly.
He's just
I used to
really-
do that all the time.
he's just really
Yeah.
craving civilization. I guess he's no one to talk to out there in the woods.
I know. Because
The
his wife
bears?
and kids aren't enough.
I know. He could talk to the bears.
I don't even know if he. There's
No, he'd
no
be killing those bears.
there's no proof that he knows their names. The kids. He never says their names.
This is true.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So the two come across a small town and are looking to talk to somebody about acquiring some land. And wouldn't you know it, the first person they speak to is exactly who they need to talk to find some.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Bigfoot?
No, this is the judge. He will
Okay.
only be referred to as a judge because I don't know his name.
I didn't even know he was a judge.
Well, he's judging the shooting contest. I don't think he's an actual judge.
Oh!
That's the only thing I know about him.
Congress.
Yeah,
No.
I was like, what do you
I was
mean?
like, he had a small role, so I don't.
No, I mean he's judging the shooting contest, so that's the only thing I know to refer to him as. Because I don't even know what his role in town is. He's the land giver out
the
of
landmaster.
the land master.
Maybe he was like the original founder of the land. He's like the unofficial mayor.
Yeah, he's probably
The
like,
Christopher Columbus of
like the sheriff or magistrate or some shit like that.
Well, they're gonna have to wait.
Resident old man.
Resident old man. I like that too. They're gonna have to wait for him to give them some land because he's off to judge a shooting match, and this grabs the interest of Davy and George, and they want to know if they can enter. The judge tells them not to waste their time because they're going up against Bigfoot Mason.
What are you doing?
It's a raven here for you.
That's what I was doing
Oh.
because his computer is flashing.
Just turn the lights off in here and get like a
You're
real.
right.
Yeah.
No, Alex was all asleep.
I'm not tired.
Oh, good.
I probably look tired, but I'm just like calm.
She's just high.
At the contest, Bigfoot Mason has already started.
Bigfoot.
He
Bigfoot.
was like kind of big.
He was big.
He was big, but his feet were pretty average size.
Yeah.
No, and
Not Bigfoot, he was
and
just
even
big.
big. He was no taller than Davy.
No, I mean he just like was like built like big.
Yeah. Like thud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want big kids. Big.
Stomping around. Bigfoot is quite the shot, hitting a bullseye on almost every try.
Amazing.
His competition has been intimidated into even trying, but Davy steps up to the challenge. The prize, by the way, $15 beef. Now, when they said this, I thought it was $15 worth of meat.
Yeah.
No,
Not a whole cow.
it's a cow.
Yeah.
$15
Yeah.
worth of a cow. It's a cow. That's on the that.
Yeah,
that's
because like
surprising.
you would like raise it and slaughter it for
Yeah.
meat.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like because it's
Yeah.
but when at the end they just walk away with a cow.
Well, yeah, because they don't have like refrigeration, so like what are you gonna do with it?
Kill it and eat it. So Davy and Bigfoot take turns shooting at the targets. Bigfoot's first shot is a bullseye, then Davy goes, and his is also a bullseye. The two then have to shoot another round. Bigfoot is less than a finger off the notch, so not a bullseye, but just about as close as you can get. Then Davy...
Very precise measurement.
Yeah. Davy then takes his second shot, but there appears to be no bullet hole, and it appears that he's missed the target
And they're
altogether.
just laughing and laughing and laughing.
But
Dummies.
upon further investigation, it's revealed that there is no second hole, and that's because his second bullet went directly into the first hole, stacking the two bullets on top of each other in
What
another
a
bullseye.
regular Robin Hood.
Swindler.
That's what I thought too, splitting the
Tinder
arrow.
swindler.
Right. So Davy wins. He gets his $15 cow, and Bigfoot storms. They both moved at the same
I
time.
know.
Bigfoot storms off, and Davy collects his cow.
Amazing.
That night, Davy and George are acquiring their land that they were interested in, and the judge remarks how they're the only ones in the area, aside from their nearest neighbor, a Cherokee named Charlie Two Shirts.
What a name.
It's, by the way, Charlie, one shirt.
You only
Yeah.
need one.
Why do they call him Two Shirts?
I don't know. It's like average size Rudy.
I mean, I'm wearing two shirts.
Or regular size Rudy.
Regular size Rudy.
Yeah.
Or like Pete Repeat.
Yeah, Pete Repeat. It's here where it's becoming clear that Davy Crockett's name and reputation is growing. Because when Judge learns that it's him, he's thrilled to have
It's like,
him.
oh my god, Davy Crockett!
He fangirls over him.
Yeah, he does. Did you know? Okay, wait. This is kind of a random thing, but as I was in my research last night, you know, Davy Crockett didn't like to be called Davy. He preferred David.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
So like
It's
his
David Crockington.
whole legacy is like he's annoyed.
Oh, I feel kind of bad.
I know, right?
You think he's just constantly
That's just the
correcting
way
people?
the cookie crumbles, Davy. Get it the fuck together, sir.
David, call him. I'm gonna call him David from now on.
David. Sorry.
It's Drew.
David.
Oh my god, David.
The judge tells Davy and George about how Bigfoot and his crew have been terrorizing the town.
I just can't take that seriously. Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Your
like,
name is Bigfoot.
and David was upset over Davy. Like, you could have had worse nicknames.
Yep, you could have been
Davey.
called fucking Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
Was Bigfoot
It's like Taserface.
So was there really a guy named Bigfoot? Because I know this is like based off of like.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't get that
It was
far.
too ridiculous
I
for
did
me
not.
to even think it was a real person. Let's take a look. Bigfoot. What's his name? Bigfoot what?
Sam, I thought.
Bigfoot Sam? No. It's not Bigfoot Sam.
Was Bigfoot
Mason,
and Davy
Mason.
Crockett?
Mason. Bigfoot Mason.
Bigfoot Sam.
I don't know.
Big fat goalie.
Big Patty. I don't know.
I get results for
Bigfoot?
is Bigfoot real?
Well, is he?
Inconclusive. I am going to take a guess here and say no. Bigfoot Mason is not a real person.
Bigfoot Sam.
And if I'm wrong, I don't care.
Okay, you'll have to figure it out for yourself, people. This
Yeah.
podcast.
If anyone knows, please let us know.
Yeah, let me know
We
about
want to
Bigfoot.
know.
You can leave me off that text thread.
Do we have any descendants of Bigfoot Mason?
I'll keep you updated.
I want to know who are the great grandkids of Bigfoot Mason.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the Bigfoot.
How's your life going?
You gotta wait for the Bigfoot Mason origin story. All right. So let's see. So Bigfoot and his crew are running everybody out of town and running the Native Americans off their land that was promised to them. The judge pleads with Davy to stand up to Bigfoot on behalf of the town and take the role of magistrate.
Why are all these people so fucking lame?
Why does everybody like Davy so much?
I don't know, because he gets shit done. But like my thing is like what
kind of the real answer, actually.
yeah, but my thing is like there's a lot of you in this town and you're just being bullied by this idiot with a stupid name. Like, really?
They're all weak and feeble.
But you need Davy Crockett to do it? Like what makes he's one guy.
Sometimes all it takes is one guy, Victoria.
It was like if I was in like a life or death situation and it was like die or let Davy Crockett save you, I'd die.
Really? No. She goes, really?
Sorry, I'm looking at Bigfoot.
Like which Bigfoot? Bigfoot Mason?
Yeah.
Bigfoot Sam or the Bigfoot?
Bigfoot Mason.
Was he based on someone real?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay, you get back to us.
Okay. Magistrate, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, it's basically like the town's like sheriff, like Law and Order type thing.
Figured.
Okay, well maybe people listening didn't know that. Magistrate, what does that mean? You gotta think for everybody.
Magistrating.
A magician.
Don't come in here, I'm magistrating. Davy initially turns him down, saying that he has his hands full.
Oh, it's fake.
Oh, Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
Which Bigfoot?
Bigfoot Mason and Davy Crockett.
Damn.
Davy Crockett's fake?
No. Disney's Davy Crockett and other stories have a significant amount of fictionalization, including a scene involving Bigfoot.
Damn.
Oh, but it's just the scene involving Bigfoot. Is Bigfoot okay?
See, we'll never know. So Davy initially turns him down, saying that he has his hands full
With his kids that he doesn't care about.
building a home for his family that he just left on a whim.
Well, and there's no home for a family.
But he'll think about it, though. The next day, as the two chop wood to build their houses, George spots someone spying on them in the bushes nearby. The two go to investigate, and they find Charlie Two Shirts and his family hiding.
I
This
know.
fucking guy.
I feel bad for Charlie.
I just want to know why his name's Charlie T-shirt.
I don't know.
Charlie tells the two that they were run off their land by Bigfoot, who has taken over their farm. Davy, seeing what Bigfoot's actions have done to his family, decides that immediately to take on the role of magistrate.
And they beat him up. He's all bloody and shit. Like this poor guy.
Yeah, he is bleeding. Yeah. The three men make their way back to Charlie's farm to confront Bigfoot. With their guns drawn, Bigfoot tells Davy to leave the land as it's his now. Davy then challenges Bigfoot and asks him how he wants to do this. Rough and tumble, no holds barred.
This was the worst fight.
Oh my god,
This was a stupid
They
fight.
do the whole like fighting leprechaun, put your dukes
Let
up.
me at him. Let me at him.
Yeah. Like Laura.
Yeah, exactly, like or the old like Irish guys, the way they used to put them up.
Yeah. Like your me
wanna
character.
fight about it?
Yeah. Bigfoot is powerful and swings heavy with his punches as Davy dodges them.
Yeah, he's slow.
Davy knocks him down before pocket sand. Hi-ya, he throws it right in his face.
Oh my god, yeah, he threw the sand in his
That
face.
was terrible. That would give you a scratched cornea.
Oh my
scratch-
god, your
oh.
retinas, I'd be
I
so
know.
Oh, you'd be
worried.
right to the eye doctor.
I know.
Yeah.
I would
You
be
need like an emergency wash station in your science
I'd
lab.
be like, I'm not opening my eyes till we get to the eye doctor.
So Bigfoot gets the upper hand on Davy, knocking him to the ground, and then Bigfoot tries to use his big foot to step on Davy, but he fights him off. Davy then uses freaking bats.
Freaking bats.
Davy
I
then.
love Halloween.
You want to talk about Halloween real quick?
No, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Look, it's freaking bats. I love Halloween.
Davy then uses dirty tactics of his own, and he bites Bigfoot's thumb.
That's how you get infected.
I mean, he was about to choke him out, so...
Davy then takes a bump through the wood fence, which causes Bigfoot to try to use a piece of wood as a weapon. Davy knocks him out and punches him into submission. Behind his back, though, one of Bigfoot's men has his rifle drawn and he's about to shoot him, but he is in fact shot by Charlie Two Shirts. Davy's life is saved twice now.
Amazing.
He deserves a kiss from Polly.
Yo, you think Charlie gets a kiss too?
No, because she's DEA.
Oh,
Dead.
Yeah, we don't know that yet, though.
Oh.
Charlie really lucked out here. Davy then brings Bigfoot back to town where they will stand trial for all that they've done. Fast forward, and back in town, the amount of people has grown. They are thriving and singing and dancing, and there is a sense of community.
Wow.
The old man, judge, whatever we're going to call him, meets with Davy and tells him that the town has grown so large that they are now getting representation in Nashville. And as a result, they need to elect someone for state legislator, and when the town had a meeting last night to discuss who, Davy was the overwhelming favorite by everyone.
Heck yeah.
Davy's flattered but resistant at first because he knows nothing about politics, but when the judge name drops Amos Thorpe, Bigfoot's lawyer, as the primary competition, Davy changes his mind for the good of the town and agrees to run against him.
Yeah. All right, Davy.
Outside, George delivers a letter to Davy.
And he goes, it's only a month old!
It's a month old. Davy opens it up to find out from his sister-in-law that Polly has passed away from a fever.
Not swamp fever, not jungle fever. We don't know
Not
which
swamp
fever.
ass, just a fever.
In real life, we don't know what killed her.
Yeah, because the fever isn't, fever is a symptom.
But they didn't even say that, like, in the historical documents.
Oh, really?
They didn't even say she passed from, like, a fever. They just said, like, she died.
Oh. She got sick.
You're dead.
They were like, we don't know why.
Oh, no.
His two boys are now living with his sister-in-law and her husband,
She goes,
and they're doing fine.
She goes, the kids really need a mother, and they feel like my own already.
Cool.
The end.
So did you kill my wife and kidnap my children?
Right?
Oh, that would have been something.
Scandalous.
Right? And who would know? No one.
Because they live out in the woods.
And they
And it
buried
takes a month.
Yeah, and they buried her on the knoll
Yeah.
on their property.
And I thought at that point, I was like, wow, now Davy Crockett isn't going to go look for a new home.
Nope.
That is his home
Because
with
his
his
wife is
kids
there.
because his wife is there. Nope, he wants to go all the way
I
to
know.
Texas.
So now-
and they're like, and she's like, the kids are adjusting and they're great. And I'm like, wait a second, hold up. So the kids, their mother dies. Then their aunt takes them, who they probably don't see very often. And then their dad never fucking comes home.
Right?
Like, mom died, dad left, the end.
Your house is gone.
Yeah, like,
To be fair, Dad was never there from the beginning.
I
so-
know, but like, it just feels weird, right?
I know.
Like,
These two boys stand no chance in the world.
I mean, this isn't what happened in real life, but that's not the point.
So now there's just an empty home with a dead body out in the yard
Yep.
for someone to find. Davy.
And that's where Red Dead comes in.
Yeah. Davy takes the news very. It hits him very hard. He tells George, "I just need some time for myself,"
And then
And
walks
he
into
just-
the abyss.
goes wandering into the woods, probably never to be
Cut.
seen from again.
End scene.
If only.
Yeah, the end. So what do we think of this?
No, it was just the end scene.
Yeah. Now that he has lost his love and his grief was gall, in his heart he wanted to leave it all and lose himself in the forest tall, but he answered instead to his country's call.
Politics.
Politics. That's what will fill the void in his life.
God.
Yeah.
So Davy speaks in front of the town. His speech isn't very much. He just tells the crowd that he knows the woods, he knows the folks in them, and if they send him to Nashville, he will represent them as honest as he can, to which the crowd applauds.
Yeah, and then he's like, and let's go get a drink because this other guy's gonna be boring as fuck, and they all leave.
You want some Mountain Dew Baja Blast?
Yeah, they said Mountain Dew, and I'm like,
It's a slang for alcohol.
Was it like moonshine?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You thought they were drinking for real Mountain Dew?
Like Baja Blast from
I
Taco
actually
Bell.
missed that where he said Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I think everybody missed that.
I didn't realize he said Mountain Dew, but do you think that like Mountain Dew, like today's Mountain Dew, is like supposed to be like a pun, like
Probably.
even though it's
so.
not alcoholic?
I would imagine so.
Wow.
Wow.
We gotta ask PepsiCo.
You learn things on this podcast. Davy leaves the stage. 90% of the crowd follows him, and Amos Thorpe gives his speech to maybe like 3 people that hang around to
And they
listen
like
to him.
cut. They just fade out on him.
Yeah.
This guy stood no chance. So Davy is sent up to Nashville. He's their representative, and he's settled into the political life now. He's met by the former Major Norton, now just Mr. Tobias Norton, as he's resigned from the Army 3 years ago. And he tells Davy that they've all been watching his career with a great deal of interest at the legislature, which I'm pretty sure is exactly what Palpatine says to Anakin. We'll watch your
Yes.
career with great
We
interest.
will watch our career with great interest.
Yeah, that should have been a sign right there. Norton still works for Andrew Jackson, but now as his campaign manager, and they have plans to make Andrew Jackson the next president of the United States.
He gets invited to Jackson's estate.
When the two meet, Jackson shows Davy a comic that has been made about him titled Exploits of Davy Crockett in the Rocky Mountains, an area that Davy has never been to. Davy even sees that the comic was created by Georgie to grow Davy's legend. Jackson, recognizing how popular Davy is becoming, wants to create allies in Congress when he is elected and urges Davy to run for Congress.
Ooh.
Davy's hesitant to agree and tells Jackson that if he were elected, he would not take orders from him, but instead the people that elected him.
See, he's like hesitant to do everything, but then does it anyway.
Yeah, he's very persuasive.
Easily persuaded.
Easily persuaded, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. The votes
I mean, what else does he have to live for? He dumped his kids. His wife is dead.
The Bears.
Let's live for the Bears. So Davy then takes up Congress, and he's now representative there. At Congress, still wearing his coonskin hat and hunting clothes, Davy is reunited with George. Davy playfully scolds George for printing those tales about him, feeling that he now has to live up to even more of a legend. When Congress is in session, Davy gives his very first speech, being welcomed in. He tells the crowd that he's half horse, half alligator, and a little touch with snapping turtle, much to their amusement. I've got the fastest horse, the prettiest sister, the surest rifle, and the ugliest dog in Tennessee.
Is that like proud things in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Should we ask Jamie Lee?
My
I know she's in Alabama now.
Yeah.
My father can lick any man in Kentucky, and I'm gonna lick my father.
Yeah, I
But
wanted
that's
to
not what he
ask,
said. He said, I can lick my father. Not, I'm gonna lick my
what
father.
does that mean?
That means beat you up.
He said, I'm gonna
Like,
lick my father.
When you say lick, like, yeah, I can lick him, it means like I can beat him up.
Oh,
No,
I thought
but-
it was like.
No.
No,
No,
man.
it's not literal.
No man is safe. He's gonna lick everybody. He concludes
I'm gonna
by
lick Alex.
he concludes by assuring everyone that anytime he stands up to speak, it'll only be when he has something worth saying. Davy and Jackson then meet to discuss expanding land in the country. The total amount of people in the U.S. is growing every day, and they need
13 million. They're
13.
busting at the seams. Okay.
They need room for all these people. Davy is opposed to these new ideas, as he knows it'll come at the downfall of Native Americans, who he gave his word to. We then fast forward a great deal of time now, as Andrew Jackson is already in his second term of presidency.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize how fast this like.
Well,
Yeah,
Norton
just
says
skipped.
that here. Norton meets with Davy and George and tells them that Jackson's orders a scheduled campaign tour of all the big eastern cities for Davy. But Davy is worried about how much work he'll have to do and how much he'll miss at Congress. But Norton assures him that he needs to think big picture. He needs to get his name out there and talk to the American people, as they want to talk to him as well. Jackson's second term is coming to an end soon, and Davy could potentially become the next president of the United States.
Nah.
Don't believe this man. Don't believe him one bit.
So Davy goes to Boston, to New York, to Philly, and all the other cities on the Eastern Coast. And in Philly, he is gifted a rifle, and he names it Betsy. As Davy is giving his speech, George flags him down to discuss something. Davy meets with George, and George tells him that Norton deceived him. His plan was to get Davy out of Congress so that they can bring the Indian bill to the floor. It's in debate right now, with some of Davy's friends stalling the bill, buying time. Davy and George leave Philly immediately and ride off to Washington to get them.
By the way, it wasn't called that, but it was a real bill.
Oh, really?
How long do you think it would take from Philly to Washington by horse?
The other thing that I don't
I don't know.
understand
Do you think they were filibustering for 3 weeks?
is
Maybe.
David asked Georgie, what's the quickest way to get there? And he was like, by horse. And he was like, I know where I can get fresh ones. And
Yeah.
so, like, why did he need to how did Georgie get there?
Do you know what a fresh one is?
Just a horse.
It's like it's fed, not tired, like it's been in the stable for a while, like it's fresh, like ready to go.
If it was 3 weeks.
So they probably both got fresh horses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
If they.
I didn't realize that because
Yeah.
I was like, well, doesn't Georgie already have a horse? He doesn't need a fresh
He probably
one.
traded it
Yeah,
for
a fresh one.
Yeah.
If they stalled for 3 weeks, this had to be Cory Booker.
I'm
right?
sure it wasn't really 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, they ride off to Washington, and when Davy arrives, he is met by Mr. Norton outside the entrance, who tries to stop him from entering. Norton warns Davy that if he goes in there, he'll be committing political suicide. Davy responds by punching Norton in the face, knocking him out. Davy enters the courtroom, and the floor is yielded to him to speak.
You think you know a guy.
Davy then gives this passionate speech ripping the Indian bill apart. He reminds everyone that expansion is great, but not at the expense of things they promised to protect. He says that all this bill would end up doing is making rich men even richer at the suffering of the Native Americans.
That intrigued some people. He's like, oh, I could be richer.
Some of them were like, yeah,
He
you're
was
right.
like,
Yeah, okay. Davy even calls out Andrew Jackson, much to the surprise of the other congressmen. They're, oh my God, could you believe he said that? He places blame on himself for hitting the campaign trail instead of being here serving the American people. And if this bill gets passed, they have nobody to blame but themselves for letting the country down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look like you were going to go into more there.
No,
Oh.
I agree.
He rips up the bill, and everyone applauds Davy as he collects his things and storms out of the room. And that's pretty much the end of his political career, leaving Congress right then and there. I don't think he had to go to that extent. They probably would have, welcomed him back. But anyway. Davy and George, leaving Congress, they're now aboard a riverboat trying to decide where to go to next. Davy has an idea of traveling to Texas, where currently the Battle of the Alamo for Texas's independence is being threatened. Georgie hates the idea, but decides to stick with his best friend and joins Davy anyway. Georgie's just there for the ride.
He's a ride or die.
He really is because, like, not spoiled, but he leaves at one point and he comes back. He's like, I had nothing else to do, so I came back.
Maybe. Oh, she's dead. I was gonna say maybe he thinks if he saves Davy again,
He
he'll
kissed
get another kiss. I mean, I guess he could, but
Could kiss her, but she's a little dead.
yeah.
Maybe he's into that stuff.
Maybe some people are weird, but all right. We don't kink shame, but we do a little bit.
that a little bit. We can shame that a little
I
bit.
think that's illegal.
It is, in fact.
It's okay. We can kink shame that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. I mean, it is illegal, but people do illegal things all the time. So, You know cannibalism is not illegal in a lot of states.
I know.
Which is wild. What?
Well, apparently, like, just biting your, like, cuticles, that is considered cannibalism, so
know.
maybe that's why. Otherwise,
No, I think it's just that the people don't think that that's a necessary thing to tell you. Like,
well, because I feel like cannibalism is also, like, murder, so
Yeah.
it falls under the umbrella category of murder.
right? Murder. But like, I mean, I guess you could be like a scavenger cannibal,
Just, like, chop off someone's arm.
or like if you just like come across a dead
sneak attack,
body,
yeah.
and you're like, oh, he's already dead.
I mean, I guess they're like, yeah, if you're a scavenger and you're like, it was life or death, so you eat the
Yeah,
body.
Like,
I don't know, I'm a vegetarian, guys.
except for your cuticles.
Except for my own cuticles. I actually don't bite my nails. Or my cuticles. I do bite my lips a lot.
On the riverboat, the two men meet a riverboat gambler by the name of... Did anyone get his name?
No, because he was completely insignificant.
Okay, his name is Thimblerig.
So,
Okay, is that two names or
No, it's one word, Thimblerig.
that's his last name?
I don't
Wait, is
know.
this the guy with the peas?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't elaborate that on any bit. The guy with the peas, yeah.
Alex, do you remember this guy?
Okay, well,
He did appear out of nowhere. I
yeah,
felt
he
like.
really did. I couldn't believe 2/3 of this movie they're still introducing characters, but here's Thimblerig, who
Really,
offers.
episode 3.
Yeah, that's true though. You got to think of it that way. This is not weird in a TV series setting because this is a new episode. Today.
Yeah.
But he offers his companionship on their journey to Texas as a way for him to also escape the law that seems to be after him, I guess, whatever he's done. They don't really go any further than that.
Yeah, it used to be like really easy back then. You would just hop on a boat and be in a different state.
Dude, you walk like 5 miles and you got like a whole new life back
I
then.
know, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I know.
it was amazing.
Well, it's
Like you experienced
Those
it.
are the days, yeah. Davy accepts him on. By the way, Thimblerig here, Thimblerig. He's played by Hans Conried, and if that name sounds familiar, or if his voice sounds familiar, this is Captain Hook and George Darling. Same guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
He heard of Houston and Austin, and so to the Texas plains he just had to go, where the land was free and there was room to grow, and freedom was fighting another foe.
I mean, well, whatever.
The,
It's debatable.
the 3 men arrive in Texas, and they see smoke in the distance. They then travel into Texas and spot a Comanche. Comanche? Is that how you say it? Tribesman? Comanche?
Yeah, that's what I said in the
Okay.
movie.
I don't know the proper way, so
They travel to Texas into Texas and spot a Comanche tribesman who is thrown off his horse, and it stumbles into a prairie dog village.
Also, this was another like B-roll of
Oh no,
the
this prairie dog
buffalo
was
and the
definitely.
prairie
Oh,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
Prairie dogs.
It was very close. You know when the meme video when like just like turns around, whips his head around. That's kind of what it looked like it was gonna be.
felt bad seeing all the buffalo because
I forgot
Where
about
the
buffalo.
deer and the buffalo roam.
The men check on
the
him.
hooves of the mighty buffalo. Sorry.
Wait, you can keep laughing because this is ASMR.
I love the way they say it on the ride.
It sounds like wounds.
I don't know why it's so funny.
The hooves of the mighty buffalo.
The wounds of the mighty buffalo. Oh my goodness.
Everybody's got a water buffalo.
Water buffalo. Wait, I don't have a water buffalo. Everybody has a baby kangaroo.
The men check on the guy who's knocked out, and he gathers his wits while Davy is searching him and tries to attack him with his knife.
Well, shocking.
And George and Davy subdue the guy and they knock him out before carrying him away. They abduct this guy.
I know. They just
Well, they're like,
kidnapped
we
him.
gotta help him, so let's knock him out.
Yeah, like okay, you could have just left him alone. But all right.
The trio set up camp, and the guy they abducted wakes up. They communicate, him and Davy, through
It's,
I guess you call this sign language,
it's-
but
It's not ASL.
what would you call it? No, it's not ASL.
it's like
definitely.
gesturing,
Yeah.
like advanced gesturing. I don't know.
But I couldn't even follow
I
what
know.
they
I
were
was
saying.
like, this doesn't make any sense.
That sounds like really emphatic gesturing, like huh, like that kind of stuff.
Mm.
I scared you. I'm sorry. I didn't need to do that.
The cat. He scared the cat.
Yeah, not you, the audience.
Yeah.
Boo. Davy says that he's had a hard time. He's been kicked out of his tribe and is all alone.
That sucks.
The trio, yeah, I don't know why he
He's been
was.
excommunicated.
I think he did say. I think it's because he like couldn't accomplish something, so they took his wife and they.
They took his wife?
Yeah, they did. He said that.
Oh no, okay.
And then they
Maybe Davey misunderstood his gestures.
Maybe. I kind of hope so.
He's
That
all
sucks.
alone.
He is all alone.
The trio offer their food to him and realize that they can use him as a guide through Texas, as they don't really know where they're going. We learn later on this man's name is Busted Luck.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah.
It's better than busted nut.
Is it though?
I don't
Is
know.
it my friend Busted Nut? Oh shit. Okay. The next day, the foursome come across local Texans who warn the group that it is not safe to travel to San Antonio. General Santa Anna from Mexico and his big army have already taken it over and forced all the locals to retreat out of San Antonio to Alamo. Davy and his crew do not listen to the locals' advice and instead press forward to San Antonio to provide help.
So stupid.
While en route, they are intercepted by Mexican militia on horseback, and they give chase to the foursome, shooting at them as they try to flee. They at one point just rode right through other men, just like stationed there, and they just didn't get shot.
Right?
Yeah.
And
This happened another time too.
It happened a lot.
And it's even more ridiculous the second time.
When
But we'll get to that. Also, I don't know if you noticed the camera work here. It was very clearly someone with a camera on a horse himself, because it's just bouncing all over the place.
I think
I
at
don't
that point I
remember.
mentally checked out.
Yeah. Eventually, the foursome make their way to the Alamo, where the displaced San Antonians spot them, and they rain down fire on the Mexican riders, giving them chase. And they just open their doors.
They're like, hey, come on in.
Yeah, no concern whatsoever onto who they
It
are.
might be a Trojan horse, but that's okay.
Literally.
That would have been smart. Davy then meets with the commander of the camp, who has been laid up with injury and, surprise, he has
Jungle
the fever. Yeah.
To me, I was like, all right, he's got TB, and Davy Crockett's gonna get it, but that's not what happened.
The colonel is in rough shape. He is thrilled, though, that Davy Crockett has joined him, but discouraged to hear that Davy has brought 4 men with him as
not more.
reinforcements.
Yeah, the other team has got 5,000 guys.
Yep.
But thank you for the 4 of you for joining us.
We can eat one of you, maybe.
Nobody hit it with a rock.
And they have no supplies, no nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you bring any food? No. Any guns? No.
Just us.
We're here, though.
We're here.
We brought our spirits.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. The colonel tells Crockett that his fort is their last chance. If they can't hold off Santa Anna's army before Houston sends reinforcements, Texas is lost. The colonel paints a clearer picture, telling Davy that the fort is circled. And on top of that, they are desperately low in food rations and powder, but thank you for showing up here and gracing us with your presence.
And making it worse because now we have more people
Now
to feed.
great. Now we have more mouths to feed. I appreciate that. More.
I'd be pissed if I was like the other
Right?
people. I'd be like, you ain't getting any of our food.
I know. I would have been like, you can just leave. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Not only that, later, if you're a volunteer, you get food. But if you're just like a gunner who you stay on that wall.
Yep.
So they get preferential treatment. And the colonel tells Davy that this information doesn't leave the room. As Davy and George join the Alamo army, a rider with a white flag enters the camp. The note is delivered to William Travis. He's the second in command here since the colonel is laid up. The note orders them to surrender to Santa Anna's terms or be killed. And the 2 men agree to deny their offer and will not surrender. They respond by engaging in battle, firing cannons off into the distance.
I'm sorry, but honestly, I feel like this was just dumb. This was just so stupid. Like,
Yeah, like they're gonna die.
yeah, like you had the opportunity to not die. Like,
It's not about. It's about.
spoiler, they lost the battle anyway, but they won the war. So, like, would it really have made a fucking difference?
They didn't know
They
that.
didn't know that. How are you supposed to know that when you're trying to hold off your land?
I'm just saying, they ended up dying anyway.
Hindsight is 20/20.
They ended up dying anyway. Their prospects were not looking good.
It was just their pride, I think.
Yeah,
well,
that's
they're
what it
idiots.
is.
That was not good strategy. They lost good men for no reason.
That night, the battle ensues with the Alamo taking damage from the cannons. They fight all through the morning, trading shots back and forth. Davy and Travis then share a moment with each other, believing they can still win this fight.
Idiots.
Down below in camp, Thimblerig, George, and Busted Luck are enjoying Busted Nut enjoying a meal together. Thimblerig offers George a chance to play a game for his portion of the food or double up with his. It's like the 3 cups and a ball game you see like at baseball games on the screen.
But they're thimbles.
They're thimbles, and a P is underneath one of them. So George follows Thimberg's hands around as he mixes them up, and he knows which one it's under, but when he picks up the thimble...
What did you call him?
What? Thimblerig.
That's not.
You said thimble
You said-
taint or
you said-
something.
Thimble taint?
You said Thimberlig or something.
Thimblerig. It's a difficult name. I mean, like, whose name... You ever meet...
Thimble
You were
taint.
talking about Elmo. Have you ever met somebody named Thimblerig?
definitely doesn't roll off the tongue easily.
No, I've had someone named Thimble date.
Alright, well, George is playing his game. He thinks he knows which one it's under, but it's not there. So then Busted Nut decides to play. And he picks up on what Thimblerig is doing. And when Thimblerig goes to pick up the thimble, his name is Thimblerig, and he's playing with thimbles. Like, it's really confusing.
He rigs the thimbles.
Yeah.
Do you not get it?
I do get it. Well, Busted Nuts on this. How did he do it?
She's not crying.
Thimbles are hard. Like, if you do it with the solo cup, you can
You can squeeze it. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like so upset.
How did he do that?
I don't know. But Busted Nut is on his...
She's literally crying.
Because I didn't realize his name until just... Thimble-rig. He rigs...
No, I get it. I get it.
I guess everyone else gets it because I'm the only one.
No, I think Alex is mentally checked out.
I cannot breathe. Okay. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but I'm literally, tears are streaming down my face for everyone listening. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, to make a long story short, Busted Nut gets all the food.
Yeah, he does. 3 plates of food, which is probably equivalent to like a quarter of a plate of food. There was nothing.
Thimblerig eats the pea.
Yeah, he just
It's
eats
probably
the
like
pea.
this crusted up old pea.
Yeah.
That night, Davy is keeping watch on the fort. George has discovered on his own that almost all the ammunition is gone and there's no help coming.
And he is pissed.
Well, Davy,
Why didn't you tell me?
Davy's like, yeah, I know. So George feels betrayed by Davy, not telling him, and after all they've been through, and he storms off, saying it's now every man for himself.
Okay, whatever. Russell, Georgie, Russell,
Come here, Kobe.
kerfuffle.
He then meets with William Travis and tells him that no reinforcements are coming unless a messenger is sent out tonight, to which George offers his services to do so, and he leaves the fort immediately.
Bye.
Yeah, he's like, bye, bitches. I'm out of here.
He's gonna make his way through the draining ditches as they're much lower, and he won't be seen. And he only does that for a little bit, because then he just rides right through their camp, and like I guess they were sleeping or something, and they were startled because they all wake up and they start shooting at Georgie, but he is able to make it.
Yeah.
From up on the fort walls, oh no, wait, we did that part, sorry. 2 days later, they're still waiting for George to return with help, but battle has already commenced again. The Mexican forces are drawing nearer. Davy grabs old Betsy and he starts sniping these guys off one by one. That night, George returns back to the fort, but by himself, unable to convince anyone to join him, so no reinforcements are coming.
Damn.
With no outside help, Davy goes to tell the colonel the news, while William delivers the news to the rest of the men. The colonel's health is declining, unable to walk at all now. With Davy telling him that there's no help coming, the colonel decides that he wants to be brought outside to join the rest of his men.
No more quarantine for you.
William then delivers the news to everybody, telling them that no help is coming and this is their last stand. He draws a line in the sand and he tells his men if anyone wishes to leave, he nor will anybody else blame them one bit, and will allow them to do so. But if they choose to stay and fight, they only need to cross the line and join him.
Maybe I'm an asshole, but like, I would have left. I would have been like, all right, listen, I'm just gonna leave, count my losses, and come back stronger in the next battle.
These men are prideful, Victoria. They will not leave.
Dan, they're a little stupid.
Davy and George, without hesitation, they're the first ones to cross the line. And then sure enough, every single man crosses the line, even the colonel. He tells his men to pick him up and place him on the floor across the line.
You know what I say to that, Dan?
What?
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
We will see. The crew prepare for their final stand, but before battle takes place, we get another song, and no, it is not the Ballad of Davy Crockett. This movie's got 2 songs, and it took about an hour and 25 minutes for the second song to actually appear.
Yep.
It's Farewell to the Mountains, which is a poem by Davy Crockett. It's a much slower and softer song that it's sort of the men bidding farewell to their homeland.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually all the men in the camp join in to sing. I thought it was nice.
It was a nice song.
It reminded me a lot of like Red and Black from Les Mis.
Yeah.
You know, before their battle the next day.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's all of them just essentially accepting their fate, knowing what's in store for them in the morning.
So sad.
The men get a night of rest for potentially the last time before battle in the morning, and in the wee hours, the Mexican militia charges the Alamo and gunfire erupts. They storm the walls and attempt to climb up and over. The Alamo gang fights them off, shoving the ladders back down and sending the men retreating, and for at least the time being, they fended them off on this attack.
That building was not that high.
No, it was like 10 feet high, maybe.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Later in the morning, with the sun rising, the army prepares for another siege. The Alamo continues to defend its walls, with the Mexican army attempting to enter over the top again. One by one, they're knocked off their ladders. But this time, they have more luck and attack from all different angles, allowing for the men to get inside the camp. The Mexican army's numbers prove to be too great, and they've breached the north wall. In the battle, Busted Nut is stabbed from behind with a bayonet, killing him. As the fight continues on, now inside the fort, forces seize the Alamo with William Travis. He is shot trying to man a cannon, so he dies as well. He managed to go down swinging, though, killing a couple more men before ultimately accepting his fate. Next up is Thimblerig, who is also shot by the army, followed by George, who takes a bullet. George tries to continue on and light a cannon as he's being shot at.
Canyon?
A cannon, I'm sorry, not light a cannon. He lights a cannon. And he manages to do so, and it fires down on the forces down below, killing a couple more. Still nursing his injuries, the colonel in his quarters, his door is being broken down, and he's got two guns. He's ready to go down
slinging.
shooting. And he kills a couple men before the numbers are too great for him, and they just stab him in his bed, and he's dead too.
DEA dead.
George, before ultimately dying, he tells Davy his last words, which are "Give him what for, Davy." The lone survivor left now is just Davy Crockett, who refuses to give up, and he continues to fight off army members one by one with his gun. We then get our hero shot as Davy desperately swings as the army swarms on him, fighting to the very end. And we end with a final shot of the Texas flag flying high, and our last song rendition. Storybooks tell they was all cut low, but the truth of it is just ain't so. Their spirits will live and their legends grow, as long as we remember the Alamo.
Remember the Alamo.
The last shot is Davy Crockett's journal from the beginning, with the final page that reads March 6, 1836, Liberty and Independence Forever, as the storybook closes, ending the film. The end.
Wow.
Closing thoughts. Anyone want to go first?
I'll go first.
Sure.
So I did like some research on Davy Crockett because I was like flabbergasted that he was a real human being. And
What about Busted Nut?
Nope, didn't look him up. Sorry.
You didn't search for Busted Nut?
No, I didn't. But,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. But like, I don't know. I thought that Davy Crockett as a person was pretty interesting. So the big thing that I kind of wanted to mention was he did in fact get remarried.
When did he get remarried?
The same year. Well, it was like, like.
Oh, I thought it was like during his political career.
I don't think
Did he
liked
have any other kids?
No, but she had other kids because she was a widow.
I'm starting to think he didn't like Polly that much.
No, her name was Elizabeth Patton. Yeah, so, you know, whatever. They, like, kind of whatever. Like, it doesn't really... Whatever. He also almost died a lot of times in his life.
Obviously.
He almost died a lot of times here, too.
Yeah.
His life was saved so many times.
He had malaria.
Oh.
And was reported dead, and then his astonished family saw him resurrect.
They were burying him. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting.
He says he's not dead yet.
Oh, he's dead all right. Yeah, so he just like did a lot of stuff, and when he left Congress, the way he left was he was not reelected, and he said, "You can go to hell. I'm going to Texas."
All right.
Yeah.
Also known as hell.
Yeah. And so he so when he went to Texas, like, he got there, he didn't go there specifically for, like, the Alamo, like, the battles and stuff. He went there because he wanted to settle, and he pledged his allegiance to Texas's government because Texas was fighting for their independence. They weren't part of the United States yet. They were just, like, an independent nation, you know, the Lone Star. So he declared his you know, allegiance to them in exchange for land. So
I feel like that's a very easy way to get land.
yeah, so he was really like, it was like a political move for him.
Yeah.
You know, he benefited off of it. And then obviously he was
Ended up at the Alamo, yeah.
He did, yeah. And he did die that day. And they
I was
lost.
gonna say how'd it go.
They did in fact lose that battle, but they won the war because, as we know,
Texas is a state.
exactly. Well, actually, Texas didn't become a state after that war until a few years later. Texas became its own independent nation.
Yeah.
And then became a state. It was annexed by the United States. I forget when I saw it. I think it was like 1845 or something. So, yeah. But I just thought it was interesting.
You ever get jungle fever?
No. Not that I'm aware of. I can't really speak to that, however.
Well, that was... How did you feel about the film, though?
Oh, I thought it was okay. I liked it better once I knew he was a real person, because then I kind of, like, at first I thought it was fake, and I was like, oh, this is stupid, like, I don't care. But now that I know that it's rooted in history, I felt like I identified more with it. Like, I just found it more interesting, and I thought it was well done, I guess, for the time, because it wasn't really a feature film. Like, it was a TV thing.
Yeah.
So, like, for being a TV thing turned into a film, I think it was pretty okay.
Yeah. For me, this one is, like, right down the middle. I wouldn't say I loved it. I can't point to anything. I wouldn't even really say I hated it.
Yeah.
For me, it was, I think you said this in the beginning, it was just kind of there.
Yeah. It held my attention. But
yeah, like, and but I think a lot of that kind of does have to do with the fact that it was a TV series.
yeah. But I feel like it would have, if we watched this as a TV series, I feel like I would have liked it better because it would be easier to watch in 30-minute spurts.
Yeah. I'll start with the ending. I actually kind of like the ending. I know it's true to what happened as far as, like, the Alamo, they did lose. But very rarely do you get a conclusion in Disney where your hero dies.
Yeah.
And now they made sure not to kill him on screen, and your last image of him is him fighting, going down swinging.
Yeah.
And it's so unusual to kill off your hero for Walt. He even said himself that he kind of regretted killing Davy once he started seeing how much merchandise was brought in.
Okay,
But that's
what
real
happened.
life.
I know, but I guess he would have instead changed something.
Was this like the season finale for him?
No, so that's the interesting thing. So there's 2 more episodes after this that get made into the other film, but those are prequels. Those are before what we saw.
So then what was... So they were made to be a prequel after already seeing what we saw.
What we saw in this was episode 1, 2, and 3. The other 2 are episode 4 and 5, but they're
Like,
way before everything.
this.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
I guess he just saw. Well, did Walt Disney plan to do this before the success of these Davy Crockett shows?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like this would have been actually a better conclusion to your series.
Yeah.
You know, this being your final shot. That being said, none of the acting really blew me away.
No.
But I think for, like, Davy Crockett, like, he's so not emotional that I feel like it's kind of hard to do this.
Yeah.
You know, and, like, to, like, attach yourself to the character. But yeah, like we talked, there are points in this film where things are just completely forgotten about. The 2 boys are just completely forgotten about it. I mean, they're his kids, and he just never thinks of them again.
He doesn't even like mention them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know if he knows their
Just,
names.
like, it's one thing if he like maybe he did go visit them and it just wasn't like part of the film, but he didn't even like mention them.
Yeah. So I don't know. For me,
How long do you think it takes for them to find out he died?
A month at least.
but yeah,
Maybe you would run away, Colby. Sorry.
no, that's all right. Yeah, no, I mean, I think what on IMDb we said it was like a 6 out of 10. I think that's I'm thinking 5 out of 10 because it's right down the middle. I don't know how to rate this.
Yeah, I guess I would give it a little bit of a higher rating because of the time that it comes from. So the 6 out of 10 would be pretty accurate for me.
I mean, I know I had fun talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it made it more enjoyable than it was to watch it. But we always talk about like, would you recommend this for someone to watch? I don't think I would. I don't think I would say like, okay, the last episode, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, I really enjoyed that.
That
I
one
would
was
say,
good.
yeah, you should watch this. It still holds up. I can't see myself saying to someone, "Oh, you need to watch Davy Crockett, the King
I
of the
feel
Wild
like
Frontier."
if someone had to do like a biography on Davy Crockett to get it going, to get
Yeah.
the gears grinding,
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, watch it.
I'm also
But
just
other than that, no.
Yeah.
I'm also just amazed that this was so popular when it was.
Yeah.
Like, cause
Well, I feel like, especially my dad, who was born in 1960, which was 5 years before this came out, he was very much a kid that was like into like playing cowboys and Indians, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that kind of had, Davy Crockett kind of has that vibe.
Yeah.
Not his political,
No, we get
Life.
it. Yeah, no.
but
the kids love the political episode. I'm sure.
that was probably the driest part. The first half and the first third and the last third were
Yeah.
the more entertaining parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
What'd you think, Alex?
It was okay. I really, it was okay. Like, I didn't love it. I wouldn't watch it again. Probably wouldn't recommend it, but I don't think it was the worst. It's not the worst thing ever.
I'll be honest with you.
So-
I was worried about you watching this one because I was like, I don't think she's gonna make it through this.
I had to restart it probably like at least 6 times. It took me 3 hours
I can't even blame you.
to get through the whole thing.
I just think this is so much better than the Three Caballeros short.
Yeah.
That was probably like the worst thing that we've ever watched in
That
the
was
history
terrible.
of everything.
Oh, yeah, Saludos Amigos, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was bad. I think it's a lost episode now, but Swiss Family Robinson, that was bad too. Not the one the old one you
I
liked
liked
it?
it.
Oh, I
She
hated
did
it.
like it. I remember.
I hated that
Because
one.
I remember being like, what the hell?
Yeah, there. Also, what was the one with the guy that was touring like Disney a lot?
Oh, that was the one.
Reluctant Dragon.
Yeah, I liked that
I
one.
liked that one. That one wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It just wasn't what I expected.
Yeah.
But I think this will ultimately, for me, be forgettable. Like, I think we'll move on to other stuff, and I probably will. This will leave my mind eventually.
Oh, see, I feel like this one will stick with
Yeah.
me for whatever
Me too.
reason.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, because
it's
it's
kind of
so
historical.
Yeah, and also it's so
Okay.
unique to like anything else we've watched.
It is that. I'll agree with that. It definitely is unique. But I don't know. Thumb in the middle.
Yeah.
5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.